What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Chris, as always with me,
Liam.
And today we are diving into Foundation Season 2, Episode 3. Boy, is it getting good. If you guys are just tuning in for the first time, welcome. We are a show about shows, never pretend to be experts. We have not read the book, but we have watched every episode up to this and have really been enjoying it. We do theories, predictions, character growth, talk about the entire show, and it's more of a discussion. So you guys can join us down in the comments. If you like the video, hit the like button. Again, if you're brand new or just tuning in again, hit that subscribe button. It's a little click for you, greatly helps us. And we're going to dive in and we'll chat with you in the comments below. Let's do it.
Yeah, all right. So this was an interesting one for me. Gail is meeting up with Dawn after he's at the library and everything, right? He finds this document that was gifted a long time ago and was surprised about that. And it's hidden away, kept from all the empires because it was something that could corrupt them.
So, Sort of. They're sort of tracking. So basically, if you go back to season 1, they have this triangular style document. That's what Dawn gets, right? Yeah. Inside of that is an equation. The equation inside there, something to do with folding space and time, if I remember correctly. This is back in season 1, so I'm just trying to... It's something to do with folding space and time. Because the woman who I think's a robot, remember that? What's her name? Shoot. What is her name?
Thinks a robot?
Not the other one that I think is a robot. Obviously not Dumbrazel, who is actually a robot.
Yeah.
But what is her name? She gives Harry a body.
Oh, the one that's like an ancient that can open? Okay. No.
All right, well, let us know down in the comments below. Oh, her name is blanking me right now. Anyway, her and Harry meet up and they work together and they create the Prime Radian using the equations and all these different things that they create it. And so what the Foundation has done is they have taken this document and placed it in the library as kind of a magnet. And anytime someone goes to the library and kind of requests access to this document, it triggers the Foundation to let them know. Like, hey, someone who is like-minded, who is thinking about the same things you are, is looking for this document, you may want to reach out to them, kind of thing. And so when Dawn goes and basically gets the document, it triggers the librarian, who we forget their dialogue. You can kind of tell the librarian's kind of part of the Foundation, just working undercover.
I liked her comment about the white gloves.
Yeah. And so what she ends up doing is notifying Gail, right? So that's how I believe Dawn and Gail end up getting connected, is because he does the thing that triggers for her to look for him. Yeah.
And how many years ago was that? Because it's kind of like a flashback, because later on when they actually talk again about the mule, it says now at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. My understanding is it's a 4-year jump. So okay. Gail wakes up and then there's a 4-year jump and then the mule starts showing up. So there's a 4-year gap where Gail's awake and still preparing for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is, well, obviously well before the mule, because he even mentions in that one call the now time where he's like, you were talking about him and now he finally shows up. What the hell's going on?
Yeah. And we all like, so I may be confusing the gap with Harry, because Harry also has a 4-year gap. So I may be confusing the two, and let me know in the comments if you guys can add some more clarity, because there's a time and place in time where Harry is awake by himself and Gail is asleep. And a lot of things change. And then Gail wakes up and there, we have the new leader of Foundation 2. Harry's very old. All these different things have happened. And so the mule doesn't show up, I believe, for like another 4 years after that. So Gail has the time to kind of start working with Dawn, start doing some other things. I'm pretty sure you don't watch previews for upcoming episodes, so I won't say anything on that. But there's some other things that I have seen that lead me to believe that there's a time gap for Gail too.
Okay.
Leave it at that.
And then we have the influencers.
They're funny.
And they're like, well, we got to do something. Let's go do something. So they go to get some more information about the mule. They end up meeting them at like some nightclub thing.
Yeah. So he's basically taken over an entire nightclub on Caledon, which is the casino planet, I'm going to call it, because it's the party planet.
Yeah.
And
very much like a drug lord.
It's not their idea, right? Because they originally go there with that Foundation 2 guy. I forget his name. Man, so many names. Like, I need to turn on brain. Can't remember any names right now. But they go there with him. So they already have this, we're working undercover, CIA kind of mindset. Like they feel like they're almost in a movie, Kevin Hart movie, where he all of a sudden is working with The Rock and they're doing CIA shit and he's just some nobody from his hometown kind of.
Yeah.
I almost feel like they're doing that now. Like their life of glam and just luxury now has purpose, right? So they're going to go do something where before they were just, basically wasting their time on camera.
Because the one dude you were talking about that was hunting the mule was, all right, yeah, this guy is The mule's like, oh, you're just like me.
Yeah. And then does something we haven't seen yet in the series and almost mentally attacks him.
I didn't know what that was.
That's how I perceived it. Then I assume that's what it was happening, on the fact that we have never seen two Mentalics go mind to mind and one walk away with like a bloodshot eye, like physical damage on his body from going mentally against somebody.
And he just quit.
Well, as soon as the mule got into his mind, the mule overpowered him. He had him, so he had to run away.
Okay.
But that's the thing too. How long does the influence last? And how far can he influence you once he's influenced you?
I don't.
These questions, because it seems like the Empress, not the Empress, but that little girl that he has in control, is just constantly under his control, whether he's thinking about it or not.
She's a pet at this point.
Yeah, and that leads me to believe that he could like Manchurian candidate him and turn him into like some sort of undercover spy without him knowing. And also, what does that mean for the bald guy? What do they call it? Bugler or whatever he is?
The musician.
The musician that he has. He could also have him under his control still without us knowing. That's like, his powers are so mysterious still that we don't know like what he can really do.
Sorry, I got the image of the potato peeler in my head. Oh God, that was fucked up.
Yeah.
When he goes up to him in the nightclub and he's trying to win him over, he's like, was that an insult? That part had me dying though.
Well, they did the insult game.
Yeah.
He really dug into him.
Yeah, he did. That was a lot of fun for me. I enjoyed seeing that. But the potato peeler part, that just that's got my stomach still messed up right now, just rethinking about that.
Yeah.
Because I've nicked and cut myself so many times before, I cannot imagine having a potato peeler slowly peel my skin back.
Be rough. It would be rough.
The whole time with that influencer where he's like, are you ready to enjoy it? It's like, oh my God.
One thing too that was really interesting about that whole nightclub scene is, he's over there doing the whole thing with the mule and getting his hand flayed and dissing him because he's supposed to be being a distraction, while his girlfriend is actually getting information and trying to talk to his musician.
Is it girlfriend or wife?
Might be wife, whatever she is.
Okay.
Significant other, partner, is over there distracting. When they get away, right, they uses a flash, gets away, they escape, they use the whisper ship, the silent ship that can jump through space, so they get away with it. Luckily enough to be rich enough to have a ship like that. The one thing I want to bring up though is that it's almost like the mule believes the same ideology Harry does. Did you catch that?
I think he was a member of the Foundation because what are they called? The people that are like that?
Mentalics.
Mentalics. So the Foundation is built with helping Mentalics learn their skills.
I think this leans us into our original theory that the mule and Harry are related. It's like the mule is actually Harry's son.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
One
because of the time,
right?
It can kind of be different in the Foundations with people jumping, sleeping through time and being able to do different things. I think that there was a time where Harry and a Mentalic had a kid, and that kid is now the mule.
And that's we said that was the whole reason why Harry stayed up.
Of them. Yes. And now the mule, because some of the ways he speaks and the way he thinks is very much Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like, you're really giving me a lot of hints right now, and I'm really leaning in heavy to the fact that there's some relation here. If not like a blood relation, there's definitely some sort of, like, they've met before. Like, there's beef there somewhere.
I don't know.
Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments.
All right, and then we also have Brother Day's escape plan that he's setting up.
This was a big reveal for this episode.
Yeah.
Because we learned a couple of big things. One, we learned that Zell is actually way more aware of the things that are going on than we originally had thought. We thought maybe she was kind of oblivious, but maybe not to what Day is doing and the goings on. She's a little bit more aware than Day was believing. She knows some things. And one of the things that she was kind of like letting it happen, right? Just letting it be. But when Song gave her the sign that she was part of a secret religious order that worships robots, kind of no longer going to be a thing for her.
Yeah, she got super excited when she found out that Demerzel was a robot.
Yeah.
With that whole reveal. He's like, because they're walking in this beautiful, elaborate garden type thing with this big walkway, and Demerzel was way further down, and Song starts talking about, and Day's like, no, wait.
Day freaks out.
Yeah.
Day freaks out.
She can still hear you. And that led me to believe that Demerzel needs line of sight, because it wasn't until she was at a line of sight that she wasn't able to hear them based on Day's information.
Yeah, it would make sense based on the way he reacted. That was far enough distance for her not to be able to hear anymore. I don't necessarily know how her abilities, like how connected she is. Like, can she also see what like security drones see? Can she also see like what can she see?
Tap
here?
into
Yeah.
them.
Is she Skynet? Is she connected to everything, or is she just a drone?
I don't know.
That would be the real question, because if she's connected to everything, she knows everything.
Yeah, like Queen Bee type thing.
And she is the Empress, the secret hidden forever Empress.
Yeah.
So it would make sense that she's tapped in. That would be the way Prime Directive is to ensure the Empire, the lineage of the Empire, is protected and thrives. And so how better could she do that other than having complete control, which is basically what she has.
But when Day talks to his security guy, the only way he eventually convinces him is with the whole curing the daughter thing. And I thought it was really fucking twisted that he used that.
It's the only thing he had.
Yeah, but he could just did it anyway.
Well, could he?
I don't know. Do you think it was a lie?
No, I don't think. I think Day has every intention of saving that guy's daughter. Once Day gives the nanites away, if Day is still around and people know that happened, I think it wouldn't end well for that little girl or the guy. So Day has to disappear, and no one can know his nanites are gone for that little girl to have a life.
Yeah, and even told the security guy that him and his family need to disappear also. That's why he'd give him enough money where he could actually buy his own planet if he wants it. But we'll see what's with that, because there's no reason to escape anymore, because Demerzel kind of removed that option by completely wiping the girlfriend's song.
Do you think that gave him a reason not to escape, or gave him even more reason to want to get down to that level?
I think want has nothing to do with it. I think Demerzel set it up in such a way where he's fucked. He's got no choice anymore. He needs to snap back to fucking reality and start acting his role.
I think he goes.
Do you?
I think he says, fuck you. He goes and he tries to get Song back.
But she's got no memory of him.
Doesn't matter. He knows ways of giving it back to her.
There are ways of giving it back?
Yeah. The Cloud Alliance can give you back your memories.
Okay. I thought once they were gone.
Remember in season 2, the Empress soon to be, who was going to marry that Day in season 2, who was actually working behind the scenes to like kind of get him killed and all that? Her foundation that she's from, the Cloud Alliance, they have the ability to give your memories back.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Day could go on his heroic, journey to save the love of his life, get her, and then run away with her and give her memories back. He could have this whole plan in his head of what he's going to do so he can live the rest of his life doing spores and song.
I was thinking of one Adam Sandler movie where Drew Barrymore forgot her
51st Dates.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
That's what I was thinking of when you said that he could get Song back, was that whole thing where he's just gonna make her re-fall in love with him type thing.
Yeah.
Until you brought up the whole she can actually get her memories back thing.
Zel's always going to be a threat for him. And he looks at her as an inhuman, as something that's just like an object, an it. I think that she will be his biggest obstacle to fulfilling what he wants to do. We'll see what happens moving forward. And then we still have Dusk, who's like, doesn't want to die and is building Death Stars. Like, who knows what he's up to anymore?
That whole toast thing, because they've got the 3 empires all together sitting at the little throne thing. They're sitting on the steps. And Day realizes that he forgot his brother's robing thing or whatever. And he's like, Dusk, did you do the thing?
The most important part.
Yeah.
Did you do the most important part? No. And then we realize the most important part is having the 3 toasts based on the 3 values that I think it was like Cleon the 5th or something. There was an early Cleon. I made a toast, and now every Cleon ever since has been doing it.
It reminded me of the core commandments in the military.
Yeah. I thought that was a really, of all the things that are going on, the mystery and the deception and all the things that are happening in this episode, I thought that was like a nice pattern interrupt, right? Where you just got to see the humanity of these 3 men who are one coming together and like...
It was a palate cleanser.
And just like how similar, they all do the same
gesture.
So similar.
They all turn at the same way and ponder the same way. Yeah.
I just thought it was a really well shot, well done scene. Yeah, just a good episode, really.
It seemed very much, because it was so potent, that the alcohol, it was like royal shine.
Yeah. You can either drink it or you can run your engines on it. Either one.
Yeah, exactly. But the Dawn, or the new Day, because he's Day now, right?
I mean, he didn't officially get robed in by Day, but got in. Yes, official.
Would that be 2 days at the same time?
Correct. So we're dealing with, they explained it to us last episode, but we're dealing with something we've never seen before, which is an early ascension. And then we figured out that there was a Day who shortened their timeline, so now everything has to happen sooner and all these different things are happening, but...
Yeah, because their minds are degrading faster and faster.
Yeah, because of the genetic drift that they added in. I think season 1 they introduced us to that. Yeah, so there's there's some crazy things happening that we've never seen before, one of them being the early ascension of Day and him being able to now technically have 2 days. Yeah, because Dusk is supposed to be taken out and he's fighting Tanuk.
Yes.
Which then once they'll decanter the baby, which will be the new Dawn. And then
Dusk dies.
no, because the baby's at the ceremony, if I remember correctly. The current day is holding Dawn.
Okay.
While the other day is now Dusk, and the very old one goes in, if I remember correctly. Because there's always 3, and then the old one goes in. I think. Let us know in the comments below if you know differently, or if you let me know what that Foundation agent's name is. It's slipping my mind. I figured out Callie and came back, but I cannot think of his name. I keep wanting to call him Ham. I don't know why. I think his last name's Ham or something, but we talk about so much entertainment that sometimes it all gets jumbled up.
Yes, it definitely does.
All right, well, season 3 is really starting to shape up. Really enjoying where it's going. A lot of mystery still to uncover, but man, do we have a lot of exciting things right in front of us. And the Mule has been probably one of the best villains I've seen show up in a sci-fi series to date recently. He's got a lot of depth. He's a little chaotic, but there's also this like compassionate heart that he's looking for at the same time. Like the connections to Harry are making me very interested. So really excited to see where it goes. Let us know again in the comments below your thoughts, your theories, without spoiling it if you read the books, of course. We don't want to know what's coming. We want to know your theories on what's happening now. And that like button definitely helps us out. Hit subscribe if you're not already, and we'll see you guys in one of these videos. Peace.
Find the strength hiding in each battle scar. You're not who you were, you've already come far.